July 2026 will be a month of important decisions, intellectual growth, and bringing order to the most significant areas of your life for Virgos. You are an earth sign, meaning you possess practicality, attention to detail, and the ability to see what others often overlook. Virgos are skilled at analyzing, planning, and creating a solid foundation for the future. But July 2026 will bring you more than just a desire to control and keep everything in order. This month will challenge you to learn to trust the process, listen to your intuition, and allow some events to unfold naturally. Your main task in July is to connect your mind with your inner sense of the right path. The month's numerology also points to important changes. July is the 7th month of the year. The number 7 is associated with wisdom, analysis, the search for truth, inner development, and a deep understanding of what is happening. This is the energy of a person who doesn't simply act, but first studies the situation and draws conclusions. The year 2026 itself adds up to the number 1. This is the number of new cycles, independence, leadership, and the beginning of a new stage. And if you combine the energy of July and the year, you get the number 8. The number 8 is associated with achievements, material growth, responsibility, career, and well-deserved results. Therefore, July will be a month for Virgos when your knowledge, experience, and correct decisions can begin to bear real fruit. On the one hand, you will be analyzing a lot, rethinking plans, and searching for a better path. On the other hand, the energy of the month will push you toward concrete actions, financial decisions, and professional growth. Now let's look at which events in July will be especially important for Virgos. On July 2nd, Mars moves into Gemini. For Virgos, this energy activates the sphere of career, goals, and professional development. Mars brings the desire to act faster, take initiative, and prove your abilities. Many Virgos will feel that the time has come to move up. This could be a new project, an expansion of responsibilities, a desire to change direction, or start your own business. However, Mars in Gemini requires caution. Information will increase, tasks will multiply, and the pace of events will accelerate. It's important for you not to try to do everything at once. Your main talent is the ability to build a system. And it is this quality that will help you use the month's energy most effectively. On July 7th, Neptune turns retrograde in Aries. For Virgos, this is a period of reassessment regarding finances, trust, and shared resources. Hidden financial issues or situations that were previously unclear may surface. This is a good time to analyze agreements, commitments, and shared plans. Neptune can also reveal where you've placed too much hope in others or idealized certain circumstances. Retrograde Neptune helps you see reality. This is especially helpful for Virgos, as your strength lies in your ability to notice details. Don't be afraid to change your financial strategy or reconsider old decisions. Sometimes, it's precisely these changes that lead to greater success. On July 9th, Venus enters Virgo. This is one of the most pleasant events of the month for you personally. Venus in your sign enhances your attractiveness, confidence, and desire to take care of yourself. You become more noticeable to others. People begin to better sense your energy, your kindness, and your inner harmony. This is a very favorable period for love. If you're in a relationship, there will be more tenderness, understanding, and a desire to create comfort together. If you're single, July may bring you an encounter with someone who will notice your true qualities, intelligence, reliability, and depth. Venus also helps you improve your self-image. Many Virgos are accustomed to constantly looking for flaws and striving for perfection. But now it's important to recognize your strengths and allow yourself to accept love and attention. On July 14th, the new moon in Cancer occurs. For Virgos, this opens a new cycle in friendships, communication, and future plans. New acquaintances, useful connections, and people who will help you move forward may emerge. This is a good time for team projects and the realization of ideas through collaboration. The new moon can reveal which environment truly supports you. Sometimes growth begins with a change in social circle. The financial energy of July is quite strong for Virgos. The number 8 helps you unlock your potential in the material sphere. Your knowledge, professionalism, and analytical ability can become your primary source of growth. Long-term projects are especially beneficial. A sound strategy, rather than quick decisions, will yield the best results. After July 22nd, the Sun moves into Leo. For Virgos, a period of inner preparation and restoration begins. You may feel the urge to step away from the hustle and bustle, complete old tasks, and sort out your emotional state. This is not a time for rushing, but for accumulating energy before a new stage. Sometimes the most important decisions come in moments of silence. On July 23rd, Mercury turns direct. For Virgos, this is perhaps one of the most important events of July. Mercury is your ruler. It is responsible for thinking, analysis, documents, learning, negotiations, and decision-making. When Mercury moves direct, many processes begin to accelerate. What previously seemed confusing gradually becomes clear. Clarity returns. It becomes easier to negotiate, plan, and move forward. If there have been delays with documents, work issues, negotiations, or important decisions in recent weeks, the situation will gradually begin to improve after July 23rd. For Virgos, this is a great time to return to put-off projects. If you've had ideas you've been pondering for a long time, now is the opportunity to move from reflection to action. Mercury gives you a special power, the ability to see details and find solutions where others overlook them. Use this period for learning, negotiating, planning, completing important documents, and intellectual work. Mercury also helps you reconnect. A person from the past, an important conversation, or information that finally answers a long-standing question may resurface. But most importantly, don't overthink it. Virgos often strive to find the perfect solution. However, sometimes the right path only becomes apparent when you take action. On July 26th, Saturn turns retrograde in Aries. For Virgos, this is a time to reassess financial strategies and internal attitudes. You may need to change your attitude toward money, responsibility, or shared commitments. Saturn helps you identify weaknesses and correct them. This isn't a period of quick results, but it can lay the foundation for future stability. On July 29th, the full moon in Aquarius closes the month with important realizations about work, health, and daily habits. You may understand which processes in your life require change. You might want to change your daily routine, your work system, or give up something that drains too much energy. The full moon helps you bring order and make room for the new. When it comes to love, July will be quite harmonious for Virgos. Venus in your sign makes you especially attractive. But the main secret of the month is to not try to be perfect. Let people see the real you behind your responsibility and rationality. Sincerity will be your main attraction. For family-oriented Virgos, this is a good period for strengthening relationships and creating a warmer atmosphere at home. Single Virgos may meet someone through work, education, or shared interests. In matters of health, it's important to pay attention to the balance between work and rest. Your mind will be very active in July. Therefore, it's important to give yourself opportunities to relax. Sleep, walks, physical activity, and emotional release will help conserve energy. The main meaning of July for Virgos is the understanding that your knowledge and abilities are true power. This month will show you that you don't always need to look for the perfect moment. Sometimes success comes when you simply start taking action. Trust your mind. Listen to your intuition. Use your talents. July could be the month when your ideas begin to turn into tangible results. May this month bring you clarity, financial growth, harmony in relationships, confidence, and new opportunities. And if this forecast resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with new horoscopes and star clues.